In this video we are going to take a quick look at this Ricohflex twin lens reflex camera. This one is equipped with the f3.5 8cm or 80mm taking lens and the f3.2 80mm or 8cm viewer lens. And I think it's the only model that was equipped with the 3.2 lens. This one also has the built-in light meter. And if we look here, as we flip this open, the cell is behind here, and there's a little red needle right down in here. So if we get the lights directed here so that we can see, I can then block this off here, and we can see the little needle moving down here. There it is, and there it's moved up to the top. So we can see that the meter is at least responsive. I don't know how accurate it is, but it is responsive. Move the lights back a little bit here. So the other thing I should point out here is that the top of the viewfinder, there was certainly another part here that likely had a flange that went around the outside here, and all that's left are these four studs from rivets of some kind. And so in order to flip this open, we have to grab one of those rivets and pop it open. So clearly the top of the viewfinder is missing. Functionally it's all there, and we can see here that the viewfinder is working. The little magnifier for accurate focus is still there, and it still folds up properly. It's just that, you know, other than being able to just grab that and easily flip it open, you have to grab one of these little rivets and pull it up. So be aware of that. Functionally, the shutter seems to stick sometimes. After it's exercised a few times, it'll work. Here I'm operating at one of the faster speeds. It's set on about 1/100th of a second. Let's move it to 1/250th. Now if we run this all the way down to 1 full second, sometimes it hangs up and sometimes it sounds really good. There, it sounded really good. And again, and again. We'll do it 5 times in a row. So once the shutter has been run a number of times and is exercised, it seems just fine, but it does sometimes get stuck, so be aware of that. It would need some sort of cleaning. This is on the bulb setting, so now we can see that the aperture is stopped down. And we can open and close that. That should be showing in the view here. Okay. If we open up the bottom, we can open this, and then the back tips up like this. You can see the lens on the inside looks pretty good. This is the winding key. It looks like it still has the take-up spool down here. The pressure plate looks okay. The rollers look nice as for the film to run across as it goes around the corners. And if we close this up and flip this forward and close it, there it is. So looking at this, I'm not sure. There's a contact in the middle of this flash. Almost looks like it could be a hot shoe. I don't know for sure if it is. I know there's a terminal here. Cosmetically it looks pretty nice, except for the top of the viewfinder that's missing. And it's nice that it has the original Ricoh lens cap. And in addition to all of that, it does also come with a Ricohflex twin lens reflex case. And it is one that's designed for this model because it has the place for the light meter to sit. And so if we just carefully put this in here like that and drop these top pieces down into the little places that they mate with, we can see that you could use the camera in this case because you've got access to the light meter and all the knobs. And then when you put it away, oh, before I put it away, I should point out that the focus is smooth too. And it's got levers on the sides here. So you can do it from either side or both, and it runs in and out nicely. So we've got it all the way in. We're going to fold the top of the case over. The part that fits over the light meter snaps there, and the back snaps there. A little bit of wear, and down here looks like one of the seams is coming apart. There's some loose thread, but basically not bad shape. And it's got a leather strap. I probably would not carry this camera by this strap anymore, but it actually is pretty structurally sound, but still, I think I wouldn't trust that. Anyway, that's an example of this Ricohflex twin lens reflex camera.